Today's video is going to be a bit different because I'm out doing some training and learning how to do irrigation with my buddy Nick. What is going on, y'all? What's up? I haven't been posting as frequent as I want to lately, but I've been working. And to work, you can't be holding the phone in your hand. On the flip side, I have created a collage of videos that I just need to do some editing, some tweaking, and I'll start getting those things uploaded. But today I'm doing something slightly different. I'm actually going to meet up with my irrigation guy, and he's going to teach me the steps of actually how to set up an irrigation from start to finish. Let's go.
You're on this side of the meter.
Alright guys, so as much as I wish I can film it all, I'm trying to soak up information, so I'm not filming every single thing. I'm literally trying to learn how the game goes. So this is zone 1. Yeah, it's basically a head here, and you go up. This is where the main water source comes in at. He used a 1-inch pipe going through here, and it's going to go back to the backflow, which is in the backyard. He's going to build it in the backyard, I think preference. But there's going to be a head here, another head over there, a head over here, and a head over there. Along that fence line, he has about 4 smaller heads. And I'm just learning how, different pipes. These are 3/4 inch pipe. That's pretty much where he runs along the whole yard. For the most part, he only come in with a 1-inch from the main line going into the backflow, and then coming back out, everything is a 3/4 inch pipe. The heads, they vary depending on what he needed them to do. So for the most part, a lot of them spread to 40 feet. Like this one here, this is a larger head, spreads 40 feet, and it covers half of this area. He has another one that spreads 40 feet and then covers, of course, this area as well. So he says it's necessary to make sure they overlap. So gonna have one there to cover just this area here. I'm assuming the one that's gonna be here and here will do similar. Well, this is actually not a head here. It's not a head here. This is actually a T-spot where the line goes over to tie in this head here. And what I noticed as well, I asked him about, of course, before he actually used the trencher and stuff like that, what should he watch for. Of course, he said this is one of the main power boxes, one of the main lines he would watch for, because this is what goes directly to the house and shuts the house off. He said, of course, it's supposed to be a certain amount of depth, but 9 times out of 10 it's never buried where it's supposed to be in the exact spot. So it's pretty much a generalization to give someone an idea that, hey, it may come from here and it may go there, but it can be I think 24 inches off, 2 feet off basically from the left or right of where this line is. So that's one thing that I thought was kind of vital to he said it's gonna happen though. He's like, people put stuff out of line all the time. As soon as you start running a trencher, boom, you break it. On this side, he was telling me about the heads that they're gonna be putting in. It spreads 4 feet wide and then 15 feet long. So he's probably gonna put a head here and a head here. So it's not gonna really, saturate this area. That's a different type of head though, I would definitely say. It looks like zone 1 and zone 2 is done right now. As far as the line has been buried, he's glued everything together. I've seen all the different fittings that go into place. That's kind of one of the big things that I kind of didn't understand. I always thought when it came to irrigation that there was a line, like a PVC pipe with wire in it or something. I don't know. You don't know what you don't know until you actually go out here and get experience, see someone doing it and what actually go into the work when it's being done. So I noticed how his team here is doing an awesome job. One guy, he's actually in the back, he's making the trench lines. Then you have the other 2 guys going ahead and backfilling it. Well, they're packing it in with this I don't even know what to call this tool here. He's packing it in with this, I guess, trench packer, and the other guy is kind of raking it over. And what that does is of course help get majority of it within the trench line, because you don't want a mound on the grass for the most part after you're done, because no telling when it'll disappear based off of rainfall or watering it. So he's pretty much packing it in, and the other guy's kind of raking it across. Another tip that he gave me was he tried to stay off the dirt. So as they're trenching it, the dirt that falls along the side of the trencher, try not to step on that to compact it, because if you compact it, it'll be just a bit harder to try to get it all to go back in line when you're trying to pack it back into the trench line. So just a few tips that I learned so far, but definitely necessary. I'm asking 1,000,001 questions. Hopefully I can get everything covered so I can remember. So another thing that I noticed when he's putting the heads in, this is the trench line, and they make a small little trench going to where the head is going to be. Like you see, there's a head right here. So this is along, I would say, 6 to 8 foot from the fence line to the sidewalk. I would say this is probably around 6 to 8 foot. Not that much space. So he got multiple heads every 10 feet. He said one here, one there, every 10 feet along this fence line. They're gonna do a 180. So if a 180 from the fence line would be on this side, it's gonna spray this way, and it's gonna spray all the way around to like right here. I think he's gonna adjust this one to like a 110, so we're not completely watering the neighbor's lawn, but making sense for the most part. I'm gonna go over to show you actually where he actually stopped off at. Yeah, you see. So for the most part, everything is already buried. It's been backfilled already. These guys are working pretty fast. But what I was going to show you is, so the PVC pipe, this is the line right. This is a head over here. So there's a hose, and he used a hose for about 12 feet, not 12 feet, 12 inches out from the actual head. That way, if anybody comes with any heavy equipment like zero turns, lawnmowers and stuff, they don't necessarily hit it because it's in a stable fixed position. If you use just a pipe to pipe versus a hose, it's more than likely it'll be more prone to breaking. So use this flex hose coming from the line. The line comes down from here, and it's pretty much at this end. I'm assuming he has a 90 because this is the last head. We didn't put a head over there, so it's a 90-degree I would say an elbow fix that goes onto here, and a little bit of PVC probably comes out. Well, no, he probably don't even have a PVC that comes out. Probably just has one of these little pieces, just the bottom piece, just like that, hooked into the elbow, and then the hose goes onto here, and it goes out, and then it goes to the actual sprinkler head. So that made sense for me. So you said that was about 12 inches, or?
It has to be 12 inches out of the ground.
Gotcha.
By code. Yo!
So he's over here trenching. This is actually zone 3 that he's doing right now. And it'll be basically this backside. He has a head here, a head there. Another head is going to be right here, but it's going to be for actually, that's zone 2. So he got one here, there. Just a quick update. So currently right now we're on zone 3. It's looking good, man. I'm learning a lot. I see him keep winding this thing here. He's getting the depth down. But as of right now, he's about to do a line here, the trench here. One head will be going over there. Another head in the corner with a pink mark. Another head here, and the 2 valve boxes will go here. Then we're gonna trench along this fence line, and this will go towards the front of the house, and that's where we'll be ending at. And there's not much to do there, just I think 2 to 3 heads. Looking good. Don't look like we hit any lines. Alright, I learned a lot today. So this was the last area that we just did. Finishing out, going toward the front of the yard. And we put 4 heads. There's one right here, there. Kind of hard to show, but one right there. And then one all the way to the back there. This here is zone 1, and he has four heads in place. One on the corner of the driveway, one on the corner of the driveway here, another one right there by the before you walk into the door, another one over here, and another one, where's the other one? Over there, right here. And these spray about 30 to 40 feet. So I stand in the middle to make sure it was getting good coverage while he was adjusting the heads. And this one here was overlapping with the one on the opposite side. In the same token, we found out this one wasn't spraying like it's supposed to, so we replaced it. Now all of them overlap within the mid area, which is a full sun type area. This is where we started when he tapped into the actual water line, supply line to the house, and he spliced into it, and that's where the main line goes back towards the backyard to the backflow. Then all the main line flows out. So this is zone 1, and this is the customer's front lawn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Zone 2 is right by the back fence there, and right along the sidewalk here he has another head. They both do 90 degrees. So from here, the head that's here, it covers this fence here and this mid area here. And don't forget, we got another head over there, and that does a 180 along the fence line. He has one right before you go into the back fence that does a 90, which covers alongside the house here, and also it goes back this way, so it's a 90-degree angle. He has some small pop-up heads along the fence here just to cover this strip of grass, and they're different heads. They don't spray out as much, but they do enough to cover this area here. And that's, I think he has 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads on this side. So zone 1 we got 4 heads. Zone 2 he has 7 heads. Yeah. This here is the backflow. And this is zone 3. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 heads on there to cover the backyard area. He's adjusting to make sure everything is covering properly. Big thanks to Nick for taking the time to show me how to do some irrigation work. He showed me how to turn and off the valves, showed me how to run the wire to the main control boxes, the output of the PVC pipe. It was a lot of information, so I took time to make sure I was soaking up the information versus recording. But more than likely in my future videos, I'll be showing you more of some of the things I learned.